What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of First and Goal Sports with your boy Tyrone Brown here. And boy, we got a big show for y'all today. NFL Week 1 is here. I don't care what nobody says. The summer is great and everything. To me, after 30 days in the summer, I'm ready for it to be over with. I'm ready for football. It's crazy because my Eagles are right there in the Super Bowl. We lost on some. I'm not gonna keep crying about it. I'm trying to let it go. I'm trying to let it go. But it bothers me every time I see the referee throw that little ticky tack flag and take that moment away from Jalen Hurts because the league wasn't ready for him. The league was not ready for him. But we got a special show today. I got a special guest with me to go through everything, through all the games from week 1. Tonight's game, Detroit versus Kansas City. Should be a good game. Travis Kelce is out. Then we got all the week 1 matchups. We even got Monday Night Football on deck. We're going to give you our fantasy picks. And we're going to give y'all our game picks for all you gambling people out there who want to try to make a little money. Because I know everybody like their bread. Because I know I like my bread. So, without further ado, welcome to the stage, my boy, my friend, my rival in fantasy football, the one and only from HNR Gaming, Major Mid.
Just happy to be here, bro.
What's going on with you, man? Welcome to the show, man.
For the platform, what I mean? Another chance to talk my stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready for week.
Hey,
Ready for week 1. As a fantasy commissioner up front,
right.
like I take a toll right before the season starts, trying to gather everybody up together. But it's always worth it. I love fantasy football. I love football. I'm ready to go.
Right. So how you feeling about your fantasy squad so far?
I honestly feel like the first game is the only game that matters with the draft, and then you pretty much shaking it up after that. But for my draft game, week 1, I feel pretty good, and I feel like I'm going up against one of the tougher opponents. So it's like it's a good measuring. It's a good measuring stick for
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna jump out. We had a question here. We got original from my original platform, boy by the name of Lil Reds. He comes on and say, "What's up, big dogs? How everybody doing? Prayers out to Hugh Douglas' son, most definitely." Reds, what's good, man? What's up with you? He says, "Welcome to the show, vid."
I can't see the comments, but yeah, I'm around. Uh, the 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 gaming, I wanted to cover the gaming real quick so we can get that over with. HNR game, and I played a little bit of Call of Duty, a little bit of this or that, but tune in and check me out so we can get that out the way. HNR game, and I appreciate it. Subscribe right back to whoever got anything going on, and let's get going. So yeah, I'm ready to go. Who we got for game tonight? Who we got?
All right, everybody, Major Biz, all his platforms at the bottom. I see you got some clothes in the background. Tell everybody about that.
Oh yeah, the exclusive clothing line, mostly urban wear, but we got like a variety of things. The main thing about it is it's more so like artwork, and it's not really like a fashion type of. It's more like artwork. Everything's one of one. We don't really duplicate anything too much of anything. So we really want to have people take it as like a collectible or like as a thing for how you feeling right now. You know what I mean? It won't last forever. So we do the one-on-one so people can appreciate what they get and kind of like set their own tone for their own group. But that's the story.
Cool. All right, bet. So if y'all want to hit him up, his links is down at the bottom of the screen. And listen, subscribe to him. Check out his gear, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Appreciate you.
I forgot to bring down my hoodie that he designed for me for my league
Yeah.
that I won last year. But definitely gonna be showing it. It's a little hot, so I ain't gonna put it on today.
I
But
was
y'all definitely will see that. Y'all definitely gonna see that hoodie real soon that he made for me. I promise y'all that. But it's lit. You gonna get everything that you need from him. He got vests, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, everything you need. He got.
it's
Check
the
him
last
out.
congrats. Chant tell season start today. This is the last congrats. Congrats
Thank you.
last year and let's get it started.
Oh, hold on. I got to address this, y'all. So Yahoo gave me an F in my draft, y'all.
Right?
I just didn't tell you, man. They gave me a big fat F in my draft and told me that I was going 1 and 13.
You know what's crazy about that? I won last year in the other league, and I got a D. But
Right.
but that's why I say mostly it depends on maybe your first, second game. After that, I feel like you got to move around and hit the waiver wire, and the draft is pretty much over. The
Right.
offensive is pretty much over after week two, and I feel like
Okay.
who they got to bench and who they got to get rid of and all of that, and then the effects is off. Then we see who the real players are.
Okay. Okay.
So
Hold on. Let me adjust something real quick. Let me see. Can I get you the comments? I don't know why you can't see them. Let me see real quick. Adjust some things real quick. All right. It won't let me fix it. So I'll read them out mid and we'll just go through it together.
okay,
Cool.
yeah.
So, boy, Dev came up. He said, "What's going on, Tyrone? What's going on, mid? You know, he love what we doing. Welcome to the show." Riz comes in and says the Eagles 14-4. We're not doing no predictions. We're not doing no predictions, Riz. Don't do that.
How the whole season gonna go? Not week one, huh? You already
Yeah,
had.
he already ready. He already ready.
Oh, that's
He
how he.
already ready.
It's all good.
Mm-mm-mm. All right. So now let's get started. So tonight's game, the
Okay.
Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions. What do you think about no Travis Kelsey? Mahomes pretty much gonna be out there. He has Sky Moore, of course. You know, their run game is by committee. They're missing a defensive guy, Chris Jones. What's your thinking on that?
Well, I honestly think it's the reason why I never try to deny Mahomes' greatness. Because even with Kelsey being out, I think with him on the field, their unit doesn't really stand out. And I feel
Right,
like if you put most quarterbacks in Mahomes' place, it's going to look terrible. Even with Kelsey, people
right,
can't, the way he make plays is unique. So I feel like Mahomes will be okay. I feel like the Chiefs will be okay. They won't look as potent as as when they had Kelsey on the field, but I think more so the holdout on defense, Chris Jones is a bigger impact on the Chiefs.
okay, okay. I feel like you're right because like, people keep forgetting too. Sometimes it's not just Mahomes too, but it's also Andy Reid play design.
Of course.
That's a huge deal. Andy Reid, man, I have his wide receiver lined up against your linebacker four, and it,
Right.
it just exploit everything that you're doing. So I feel you on that. So, but as far as the Detroit Lions, you know, were they fools gold last year, or they added Jameer Gibbs? They got St. Brown coming back. Were they fools gold last year, or is that team real?
I think Amon Ra is a good anchor for the offensive unit, and to try to build around him. As far as the rookies, I don't even the receivers that's coming back. I can't feel too confident before week one. I know a
Okay,
lot of people look at what's on paper, but until after week one, I don't have too many high hopes for them. And, they look good. They're entertaining.
okay,
You know what I mean? And sometimes
yeah,
it's better than what it is. But everything is okay. The defense is okay. The offense is
right,
okay. But for them to excel is it's going to take a little bit of growth around that whole team. So
okay.
there you go.
And Reds comes in, he says, I make this prediction every year. Yeah, we know Reds. You jump right in,
Got the same numbers for you.
head first every time. We know. We know. I don't have a prediction yet. I got us losing. I have us losing no more than I'm not gonna lie, but I have us more losing no more than like 3, 4 games myself. But I gotta see it. I'm gonna address the concerns when we get to that matchup. Why I'm thinking that.
But
But
some people in depth, and some people are just taking
yeah,
shots. At the rest of the league, thinking the Eagles are the best. But come on, it's
right,
all good.
right. Okay, Glenn Washington coming in. Hey, I'll just say what's up. Hey, what's going on, Glenn, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome to First and Gold Sports, man. Happy to have you. Um, so as far as a fantasy perspective, of course you start Mahomes, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Would you
still a must.
start golf?
Still a must start. Would I start golf? I
Yeah.
feel like golf is a good fantasy start for week one, especially with some of that pressure, like I said, took off of him. And
Right.
he has enough weapons. I feel like they got a very good dump off rookie who can make some plays, maybe
Right.
surprise on week one. So I still feel like he'll give you the 20 maybe that you need.
Okay. And I think Montgomery may be a sneaky start too. As far
You
as that
said
1-2 punch though, David Montgomery may be a sneaky start too.
for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
right.
All right. So
I
all right,
just like
moving down the line. Go ahead, babe. What you about to say? I'm sorry.
all the passing backs better. I know Montgomery's still there, and he'll probably steal them goal line touches, but I love the
Right.
pass
All right. Okay. All right. Y'all heard it, y'all. Jameer Gibbs starting. He
starting.
said he's gonna get y'all 40. Starting. so
Uh,
then,
Go ahead.
so then we got the Bengals and the Browns. Now, my thing about this game is Burrow's coming off the injury. Jamar Chase, they've been so close to getting to the goal, getting to the promised land a couple times. And as far as the Browns go, can Watson, can he regain that old form? Can he regain it? What you think?
It's an old package being opened up again, but I can't say that it's not for his skill set. It's not tough for him to be good. It's actually rather easy. Is the NFL is built around quarterbacks like built like him, and it'll be easy for him. It's more so about coaching scheme, play calling. I think he's the natural talent to still come back and be top 15, top 10 quarterback, easy. You know what I mean? But if they had a good scheme and got more out of some of their role players, maybe Jerome Ford is backing up for Nick Chubb, and you can't put everything on Nick Chubb. So
Okay,
running back behind Nick Chubb has to show some because I felt like they missed Kareem Hunt when Kareem Hunt.
I agree.
You know
I
what I mean?
totally
So
agree.
if they have a good second, secondary back, I think it'll be a pretty good season for Watson, and they'll look okay in week one. I was
Okay,
start Watson.
okay, all right. And my feeling is, the Bengals has always, to me, haven't involved Mixon enough in the offense. And I think in the playoffs, it's kind of like to me with basketball, right? You got that team that shoot all these threes, but then when the playoffs get here, the game slows down and you need the run game. And I think because the Bengals don't run the football enough in
Right.
the playoffs, that's their Achilles heel all the time. You got Higgins, you got Boyd, you got Chase, but I think when you get down in them close games, you got to be able to run the football and stop the run. And I think that's what's been stopping the Bengals from getting to where they got to go.
That would have been heavy if they made a play for one of these backs this offseason. Or even
Right.
still, some of the ones that's left around. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Uh, Backfield would make them kind of like a powerhouse.
Okay. Okay. And then as far as Watson go, 2 years ago before his situation, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I would say top five. I would think. Can he get back to that form, or is he just cooked? Because sometimes when you sit out and you try to come back, and the game just leaves you. And he's still young, but he didn't look good last year in his first year back. So
I hate to go against so much history of no for the Cleveland
yeah,
Browns and they got going on. It's going to fail, but
right,
that's why I said 10, top 15, top 10 easy. But
right,
I can't see. I still can't. Even when they had Odell, they had it. Don't matter what they
yes,
don't see it excelling to that point yet until they show me something. So I got him top 10 comeback. Straight.
okay, all right, okay, all right. So this is what we'll do. We'll actually jump to the picks in these games. So I'm gonna jump back to the first game tonight. Who you think gonna win tonight?
Uh, I got the champs tonight.
You got this.
Uh,
Okay, you got the Chiefs.
yeah, I got the champs tonight.
Okay,
Like you said, this is a preparation game.
yeah,
First game of the season.
right,
I honestly got Andy Reid, is what I'm saying.
okay. I can see that. He's always prepared. I got you on that.
So, however they figure it out, I feel like they'll still figure it out.
Okay,
Which and Rasheed Rice, their rookie wide receiver, can get a chance to get on the field and show me what he got. You know, with Kelsey out being as though I got him at the bottom of my bench.
All right. All right. All right. And then
Uh,
the Bengals and the Browns. So Reyes comes in. He said he got the Browns tonight. I mean Browns Sunday. Who you have?
he said he got the Browns, huh?
Yeah, he gonna take the Browns. He called for an upset.
It's not impossible, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. So you got the Bengals winning week one. I got the Bengals winning week one as well.
Yeah.
All right. And I didn't give you my first pick, and I'm sorry. I got the Lions with the upset tonight.
You got the
I got the
Lions.
Lions. I got the Lions with the upset tonight. Gonna shock the world. I think they got a run game. I think he may have a little bit too much. And that Jones, missing Jones is a pretty big deal. I know Mahomes is a bad boy. It's gonna be a shootout, I think.
Oh,
But I just think because you don't have Jones, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a
it could,
huge problem.
just him having too much time in the pocket could be dangerous for.
Yes.
You're right, but
Right.
I, still, you know, I like Andy in this one.
Okay. All right. So then we're gonna move on to the Raiders and the Broncos. Man. So that's that's a headache all by itself.
Right,
Because now you got the Raiders. You know they got Garoppolo now. You know they bring back Jacobs. You know the NFL's rushing leader. But we all know history says the rushing leader has a tough year the second year.
right, right.
And with a quarterback change, what you think?
I think with the quarterback change, it's going to get even rougher for Jacobs because I just feel like they're confident in what he can do. And like you said, history tells you probably shouldn't put that on a running back 2 times in a row without having, an increase of support.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Derrick Henry did it for a few years, but you see it wore on him a little too at a certain point. It's like it could be a burnout if you don't win that Super Bowl that year when he's the Russian champion and you trying to repeat it and win games again and you stress the running back out. So I think Jacobs is going to have it a little bit rougher than he did last year. The Raiders are a good on paper team, if you ask me.
Right.
I would say that they would take this win tonight, but
Okay.
that's because I'm looking for the defense to show up and put some pressure on them and probably take the game in a small
Okay.
shootout, but mostly defense.
Okay. So to me now, what do you think about the Browns? So now you got Russell Wilson coming off one of the worst years of his professional career, but yet he had Sean Payton this year. Um, he
You
has
said
Courtney Sutton,
it, yeah, right, right,
and
right,
then he has the young boy Mims. He has the young boy Mims they drafted, and then but you got Williams, the running back, coming off a hard injury. They did sign for Roger Piron, but what do we expect from Russell? Because you know the NFL, you only go as far as your quarterback go. So what do you think Russell and the Sean Payton connection may be able to do?
it reminds me of like Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? It's like one of those. He's like a hopeful now, Russell Wilson. Too much of a
Right.
hope from coming off of the Super Bowls and stuff like that. It's like I lost hope in Russell Wilson. I don't know if his passion is like dampered or not from the losing, but I just don't feel like he played with the same spunk. You got Jerry Judy down again now, so it's like not all your weapons.
Right.
A little hobble. It's a little bit of excuses for you to not be as great as you were. Kinda, so I don't have a lot of hope in the Broncos season. Russell Wilson. They're gonna play tough defense again this year, which
Right.
is but Javante Williams could be a bright spot because I've been surprised about how some of the running backs been able to come back off of some of these injuries. So, that could be a good bright spot. I like Javante Williams.
Okay. All right. So first, Reds comes in. Reds, we got you upset, man. We got you. We got you. The Browns over the Raiders. I mean, yeah, we got you. I mean, I'm sorry, the Browns over the Bengals. We got you upset in there, man. We got you. And then NFL Reality Check comes in the podcast. NFL Reality Check. They come in and say, "Yo, what's good? Yo, what's good, man? You know, welcome to First and Goal Sports. Appreciate you coming in."
going
Talk
on?
a little bit of a little week one matchups here, some fancy implications going on this week. Glad you're coming in, man. Feel free to ask any questions. Happy to have you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Russell Wilson.
Mm,
I think Sean Payton is the no nonsense coach that he needed. He's not like Pete Carroll
right.
going to kiss up to you and nothing like that. Even Sean Payton said to Russell, and it's a quote: "If you stop kissing babies and play the football game, you're not running for Congress." That lets you know where Sean Payton is as a
No,
coach.
here, right.
Right, he's trying to get something done. So when you see a coach with that type of mentality, who's coming from, he's a winner. He had Drew Brees. That Saints program was second to none. You know, they got done. They put up major numbers. See, I put that plug in there. Major numbers.
Major
Yeah.
numbers.
Uh,
No, I love what he had in New Orleans. That was a good
right.
show.
But if you look at this team here, I think they have enough pieces to really get it done, man. I think they really should get it done. I mean, Russell, if he bounces back, man, Cortland Sutton is a good wide receiver, man. Um, Mills is a good wide receiver. The tight end over there is good. The
Yeah, yeah,
run game is good.
I agree.
So, and the offensive line is not bad. It's just the play of Russell. That's going to be the key for me. So I'm going to go. I'm going to pick the Raiders over the Broncos this game. Who you got?
The Raiders over the Broncos.
Oh, you got them too?
Raiders
All right.
over.
Okay. All right. Hey, y'all, feel free to give me y'all picks too. Who y'all picking as we going through? Let me know who y'all wins and losses as well. You know, we'll address everybody. NFL reality check says he chilling, showing support, great work, keep grinding. Most definitely, man. Same to you. Great work to your show as well. And you keep grinding as well. Just getting started. So who we got now? The Texans and the Ravens.
Texans and
Yes. So all you can talk about is, I mean, we can start it off like this with CJ Stroud and D'Amico Ryans. I mean, it's pretty much ain't nothing to talk about. New coach, new quarterback.
well, yeah, yeah. But I feel like this is going to be a slaughter. So,
Oh,
so this is one of the games where I think Baltimore really, get off to a good start. We really get to see what they're about. I like this game to be one of the more entertaining ones. Maybe a
okay.
lot of plays. You know what I mean? A lot of entertaining plays. Yeah, this is one of the ones I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes on.
So you
Clearly,
said a slaughter. So you got the Ravens beating up on the Texans.
oh yeah, I like them beating up on the Texans this game.
Ooh, okay, okay, okay.
I like Lamar back with a vengeance right now, but we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good start for them. I like Damian Pierce, for the Texans. I honestly may feel he might be the best thing they got over there right now on the
Okay.
offensive side. So it's like
Okay.
that that rookie getting sent out to the Lions week one this time. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, Baltimore ain't no joke, man. And not to mention, I mean, Lamar. And you mentioned Lamar. I mean, he has Odell Beckham now. He got the boy Zay Flowers. Bateman is healthy. Mark Andrews. They got a
Jalen
running back by committee over there too.
Holmes esque. I feel like he can make limited tools work. So, just getting them back on the field running routes, 90% is good enough for Lamar. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
Odell might not be the old Odell, but we seen what people like Fitzgerald did for people in those later years. He just was the solid core receiver. Maybe Odell could turn into that safety blanket for him. And
Okay.
hell of a safety blanket. He don't drop balls still. So
Man, yeah. I'm with you. I'm like, to me, Odell in the slot is
yeah,
scary. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say.
I still take that. I still
Yeah.
now as far as fantasy go,
Yeah. As
I
far as
like.
fantasy go, I gotta take Lamar. Gotta take Lamar.
I don't know where you're going to dish it. Of course, Mark Andrews is always a good pick to see.
Yeah.
I mean, but he gonna spread the rock. He gonna make
Yeah.
some. They gonna do some numbers. I like that.
Yes. Okay. I like Baltimore over the Texas too. And Texas, they really just trying to get themselves back up. They got a couple pieces, like you said. They got the Nico.
You're right.
They got the Nico as the coach. CJ Stroud, right, he's getting thrown to the wolves. Damian Pierce is a beast. We all know that. Um, they got the young wide receiver too that may step up. We'll see though. Nico Collins. We'll see if he'll make a. We'll see if he'll
They
make an impact. We'll see.
Zay Flowers on
Right.
there. So yeah, they got
Right.
some
So we'll
highlight.
see. but I'm with you. I see the Ravens walking away with this one.
At least getting the win, right? But I think
Yes.
it's gonna be bad by the end.
All right, I got you.
He gonna be
All
sitting on
right.
in the fourth quarter with the towel, ready to hang it.
Walking
Yeah,
around with the clipboard and stuff. I got you. I got you. All right. So now I have the runner-ups, the Philadelphia Eagles on deck against the hated New England Patriots. Yes, I hate the Patriots. I don't care if Tom Brady's there or not.
we all hate the Patriots.
So yes, I hate the Patriots. And I know you hate the Patriots because we're gonna talk about who your squad is in a minute. So I know you hate the Patriots. But the thing that I want everybody to really focus on is this boy Jalen Hurts is the real deal. I mean, now you got coaches coming out. Now you got coaches coming out. Oh, hold on. I see in the comments. Hold on. Red said he got the Raiders and he got the Ravens as well. Okay. All right, Reds, we on the same page there then. All right.
Next, yeah.
Yeah, we on the same page. All right. So now the thing about Jalen Hurts is when he first started quarterbacking, the league couldn't stand him. They all told him he can't throw, he can't do nothing. The ball take his team to the Super Bowl. Now every coach in the podium, yeah, I was thinking about taking
Right,
Jalen in the
right,
second
right,
round. And like, yo,
right.
miss me with all that, y'all. Okay, y'all wasn't thinking about little Jalen Hurts, nothing. Stop. Okay, Howie took a chance on him, and they thought he was going. The Eagles even thought he was going to be a gadget type guy. They didn't know who they were getting. Now we see this guy; he's a dog. And to me, I just need to see one more year of him get a little better in the pocket. But to me, he's a game breaker. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. He's top five right now, in my opinion, until something else changes.
Uh, I'm not gonna call hype. You gotta
Right.
believe we in Philly. It's the home team, but I'm not calling hype.
Okay.
I really believe everything you're saying about Jalen Hurts. Just the way they got it set up for him seems very comfortable. He don't seem stressed. He don't seem nervous. Everything
Right.
they call seems like it's in his rhythm of playing. You know what I mean? That's the stuff that you need. He's not trying to force nothing. I
Right.
Eagles look. I like the way the Eagles look. Now, what if Brown goes down or something major, a piece happens, and then like you still got the confidence in him to carry the team, or
That's the
up
thing.
to the machine right now.
Right.
I don't think we've seen him carry the team.
Well,
Diversity comes through injury or something like that, and it's like that's where the real greats really, really shine, really show up. And I don't want to give them all that yet. You know what I mean?
and no, me either.
You know, but
Okay.
battle tested, he's just a winner. They just
Yeah.
winners. But you want to see him go through some of those comebacks, some of those diversities to really like stand
Right.
him. You know what I mean? But I like hers. I like the Eagles. I like what they got.
What the Super Bowl showed me about Jalen Hurts is that the reason I believe he's for real is because when the Chiefs took away the Eagles' run game,
Mm.
he had passes in that game that was nice. Even
Let's
the
go.
one that Quez Watkins should, the one that Quez Watkins still eats at me because all Quez got to do is run that through, and he got hit on that play. And it's like Quez, it's just like to me, I'm always like this with teams. Sometimes a quarterback is ready for the moment, but not some of the players.
Mm.
And I thought Quez Watkins wasn't ready for the moment
It happens.
because it's like, my God, man.
Who's been saying Quez Watkins before that or after? It's like,
Right,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying about if that's what you're dealing with or if that's all you're working with, can you still make it happen? To where so like what I'm saying, Mahomes, I still feel like they'll be okay without Kelsey. They'll still look good, and
right.
his greatness will be to be proven and why everybody talks so highly of him. I definitely want to see that from hers. I don't want to see nobody get hurt, but I
Yeah, I
just
see what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
diversity to make sure I really want to stamp somebody. Even Josh Allen. It's like, well, I'm a Bills fan, so I do the same thing with him. It's the same thing. I don't want to
Okay.
overdub people. I don't overhype people or nothing like that.
And then another thing I need to touch on: the Eagles' defense line was crazy last year. We took Jalen Carter. I still don't know how he fell to the Eagles at 9. It still mind boggles me to this to right now. But when I look at the Eagles trying to get back to the Super Bowl, my biggest concern is the defense because now you go from Charles Johnson and Epps to probably Blankenship, which I don't have a problem with, but he's young. You got the journeyman Evans, and then you got the young boy Sidney Brown. So it's just like you asking these guys to step up in a real big role, and not to mention D'Amico Ryan's calling the plays now. His second
Right.
year in the league, he's known to be a dog in Georgia, a great play caller for the defense. But you're talking about a lot of pressure on a team that's supposed to win now. You asking rookies to come in and with a win now mentality on a team that's set to win. Can they hold up in this season? That's the question.
As long as you don't lean on them too much, they got everything going on. It should be okay. I like their development too. Some teams are very bad at development and taking the right time on players and putting them in the right positions. But
Right.
they've been pretty good with that.
Um, and then you got the Patriots. So of course you got the evil genius, Bill Belichick. Matt Jones is there. Devontae Parker. They signed Juju. Um,
Yeah.
Reyes comes in and said, if Jalen Hurts never had that fumble in the Super Bowl, the Eagles would have won. I can agree with that, I think. Because that was 3 points when Jalen had that big turnover. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Because if they don't score on defense, you was moving the ball, you punt it back to them, and they got to try to use it. I could see that.
It changed the
Yeah,
game. It definitely changed the game.
right. I could definitely see that. Um, Now, as far as the Patriots go, they have great defense already. We already know they got a great defense. They got the ball Udon over there. They got a good defense. I can't even nothing I can really say about them. Their defense is top every
Like
year, top 5, top
Bill,
10.
Bill usually keeps a top defense.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
I'm gonna take the Eagles over the Patriots. I can't see the Patriots beating us. I think they have a better roster, and I think the Eagles are out to prove to the league that they want no one shot wonders, one year wonders. They didn't want to put the league on notice, and I think the Patriots is a great way to do it. Make an example out of them in New England when they supposed to be honoring Tom Brady or something like that. It was the perfect time to smash him. Like my man
it,
Roman Reigns, smash him.
yeah, Hobie's in the building watching it the whole way. But yeah, I agree with you. I think they
Right.
do pretty handily.
So we got a couple quick ones here. Um, the Buccaneers and the Vikings. I mean,
It's
Baker
like
Mayfield, like,
expect certain things, and one we don't expect certain things. So
yeah, right,
it could possibly flip, where the Bucks do show us some stuff. You saying the Bucks and the Vikings game, right?
yeah,
Yeah, right. So yeah, you know, it gets tricky when you don't have the scouting report, when you don't really have what's actually going on. Minnesota's defense is okay,
right.
which means it's a possibility that people can show off and strike you off guard. Of course, I like the Vikings offense.
Right.
I like Kirk Cousins as the field general manager type of. He can even make top 10, with the weapons that he had. But yeah, this could be an upset game. This could be
All
an
right,
upset.
we'll see. I mean, because the Vikings they missing Delvin Cook, so they relying on Madison to take his spot. They got the young wide receiver Addison as well. Can he
Right,
fill in for Adam Thielen? These are real big question marks. For the Vikings offense moving forward. Can they do it?
right, right.
Yeah.
I think that I think that there's holes. I think there's holes on both sides of the Vikings, offense and defense. Where they could get struck with an upset this week, and I don't
Okay.
think damage their season. But this week one, not knowing what the Buccaneers really going to bring, upset alert.
Okay. All right. So who you got? Bucks Vikings.
I'm gonna just go ahead and take the Bucks with the
We'll
upset.
take the Bucks. All right, I'm gonna take the Vikings then. I'm gonna take the Vikings. I'm gonna take JJ and the crew. All right, hold on 1 second.
See the banners back there.
Yeah, yeah, a little something, a little something. Getting a little dark. I'm losing my, as they say, outside light. So I had to turn on the light.
Yeah, I
But
actually did.
let me see. So next up, another quick one, quick one we could just run through real quick is the Rams and the Seahawks. I mean, Cooper Cup is out, probably half the season maybe with that hamstring. He went to go see a specialist.
They getting stumped.
Yes, I mean the Seahawks gonna do them dirty. I just think Gino. But the thing is Gino for real? Was last year real or was it fool's gold?
I think it's real because he's still here. It's the same setup.
All right,
It's different. So I really think it'll remain for the rest
okay, all right. I mean, we can pick this one real quick. I mean, Rams, Seahawks. Who you got?
of the Seahawks. Seahawks.
Yeah, I go Seahawks as well. Yeah, I there's no way I can even try to pick
Start Seahawks
the
players.
right.
They're gonna get this one.
All right, we got another quick one here. We actually got two quick ones coming up. The Panthers and the Falcons. Bryce Young, Panthers rebuilding against the Falcons. B.J. Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Ritter at quarterback, another young guy. They rebuilding. Of course, Miles Sanders with the Panthers as well, who I think benefited from a Eagles offensive line. I'm just saying. I'm
Right.
just saying. I think Miles Sanders is fool's gold. I just think he's fool's gold. But
I mean, I
what
agree.
you think?
It's one of them games where if you're gonna watch the whole thing, you can consider yourself a hardcore football fan. Because
Okay.
ain't doing nothing but looking at young talent, trying to evaluate, see who got what. Not really expecting nothing from the teams in the long run, but just for examining and trying to
Okay. Red says he got the Vikings too. He got the
analysis.
Vikings as well. He said he got the Vikings with me. He don't have the Bucks. He said, no, he can't. He don't trust Baker Mayfield.
That's what I'm talking about. Baker Mayfield is not a rookie.
Right.
Rookie. So it's like, you ever seen Fitzpatrick go up to a new team and then how is he doing this? And we didn't ever expect that.
It could happen.
It can
All
happen.
right. Okay. Little Baker magic. I got you. All right. We'll see.
Yeah, right.
All right. All right. All right. So who you got? Panthers Falcons. Tough game. This is a tough one to pick.
Yeah.
They both they kind of evenly match, honestly.
Let me get the let me get the Falcons. I'll
All
just
right. All right. All
it's
right. I don't like Miles Sanders too much, so I'm going to go with the Falcons as well. I think that he took the money and he's fool's gold. That's just it. It's just I don't mind him taking the money,
oh we
but
gotta
this
take
whole yeah, you got to take the money. You're running back. You're supposed to take the money. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying,
right.
you know, they all hype over there. I'm like, dude, he already got a hamstring injury. I tell everybody he's injury prone here. This is why we didn't run him like. Look, I didn't get started on Miles Sanders. Don't get me started about Sanders. Don't get started about Sanders.
He
I
said
didn't
I'm
get started on it.
up over here, man.
All
Yeah, nobody
right.
Miles Sanders.
All right. So we have the Dolphins and Chargers. Tua versus Herbert, basically, pretty much. You just want to keep it real simple.
Yeah, right, right. Shootout.
But can Tua stay healthy?
Well, throughout this game or throughout the season?
Both. I
Uh,
mean,
I don't really like him for the season because he haven't really shown. But I love Tua, and I would love him to stay on the field. He's one of the ones that I'm really hoping can remain on the field once he come back. And I feel like that Dolphins team really shine when he 100%. Tyreek had the confidence in him to go there, and I didn't really understand why, but I kind of do now. You got
okay.
number one wide receivers on both sides, very accurate. I like Tua. I like Tua. They let him throw the ball. You know what I mean? So,
All right. I mean, he got the cheetah. He got the cheetah, Jalen Waddle.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So I mean Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we'll see. I mean, the Dolphins are good. To me, if Tua stays healthy, they in the mix.
This
That's just
Ram,
the big question mark.
Did Jalen Ramsey get hurt?
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey's on IR right now.
Yeah, that's a bad one. But
So this boy comes in DeAndre Swift season, that's his name. He sent Keenan Allen masterclass. All right.
that what?
He says Keenan Allen masterclass. So he's a Keenan Allen. He's saying Keenan Allen gonna put on the show. That's how
I
he's looking at it, I guess.
love Keenan Allen. But if you gonna ask the question about Tua, ain't it the same thing for him?
Yeah. And then Reds comes in, he has the Seahawks. And then
See,
he has the Seahawks. Reds comes in with the Seahawks. And then DeAndre comes in and says, no, I'm lying. Probably Jared Everett masterclass. LOL. Yeah.
with that, I'm with that. I got Gerald Everett.
Yeah. Jared Everett's nice, man. DeAndre, welcome to the First and Goal Sports, man. Appreciate you, man. Drop them comments, man. We definitely talking about everything everybody put in them comments. Don't y'all feel like y'all want to talk about something, just put it in the chat. We will definitely talk about it. Riz comes in and says he has the Falcons over the Panthers.
Yeah, it
All
could be a
right.
game down to the field goal at the end or something. 7
Yeah.
or something like that.
All right. Then we also have we got another quick one. The Cardinals and the Commanders. So here's my thing with them. Murray's out. Who else do I talk about on the Cardinals right now? I have no idea. And the Commanders is Sam Howell really.
Listen, Connor need to get out of there. If he got anything left, he need to find a way out of there. But yeah, they falling apart.
Yeah. I mean, we can make this a quick one. I mean, this is I think even if Sam Howell has a average game, they should beat the
They about to look
Cardinals.
way better than what they actually are.
Yeah. Yeah.
They about to look way better than what they actually are. You probably can fire up your Redskins players in fantasy too with better confidence than you probably will all season.
True. All right. So I mean, who you got? Commanders, Cardinals.
Commanders.
All right, I got Commanders as well.
Yeah. 0-21.
Yeah.
Right?
All
Like,
right.
you know.
So then we have I can't even talk about fantasy. I mean, maybe. All right. Okay. Whatever. I didn't even try to jump into that, but this is a tough one. Packers, Bears, Jordan Love's first full year versus Justin Fields' second full year. They both loaded with weapons. Jordan Love has Watkins and the Bull Dobbs. Fields has DJ Moore. We keep forgetting they got the Bull Claypool as well. They
I
got the
like
tight end.
Mooney. I like Darnell Mooney. Don't sleep on
Oh
him.
yeah, Mooney. See exactly. See Mooney is another one.
As much as people like Sky Moore and all that, I think Mooney is a good, nice, solid receiver too. I like Darnell.
Right. And see, the thing is, the Bears rebuilt that defense too. They got line. They took the Eagles linebacker. They took our boy T.J. Edwards. You know what I mean? So they
Okay.
took they got the safety. They quietly built a little team that you don't want to play right now. I think
Right.
they one of those teams you don't want to see. I think if you like trying to get into the playoffs or something, they're gonna get people problems. They're young. You know how it is. You young and disrespectful. So now it's like I don't care what your record is, who you are. We gonna
Right.
get you. We gonna work your nerves. That's pretty much it.
No, Justin Fields gonna tear it up again.
Yeah.
Again. I already know he's going for 700-800 yards rushing this season.
Yeah.
But I think it'll look better. I think it might result in a few more wins. Not saying that they guarantee in that division or whatever. It's still probably going to be pretty tough, but they'll have a better season than last year, I think.
Right. And as far as Jordan Love, I think Jordan Love can play. I think Jordan Love is nice, and I think he's gonna put the league on notice, man.
Luke
Um,
Musgrave,
yes.
rookie tight end for the Packers.
Hey, I don't know if you saw, but I made that move in the league. I made that move in the wire.
You picked him up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So listen, I drafted him. I ain't have enough confidence, and I swear I was sick for letting him go. I said I should have just waited to see what he looked like, but I wanted Gerald Everett, who was spoke about before, kind of solidified, solid. I didn't want to lean on too much, but yeah, I think he's going to have a little.
Man, Musgrave, man. They talking about they gonna be running jet sweeps and all kind of stuff for that dude, man.
Yeah, man,
I
I should
saw
have.
him on the joint. I was like, where Musgrave come from? I'm like, oh nah. I forgot who I got rid of. I don't care who it was. No, I got rid of Sharadi. I got rid of Piron. I was like, look,
Right.
somebody can have me. He's in the committee. Musgrave is about to be a problem, I think. I think Musgrave about to, plus I got 4 running backs already. So it's like I can let go Piron and take that backup tight end. Because I got Kermit too. I think Kermit is underrated too. I think he
Right.
about to Justin Fields about to give him about to feed him this year. He's coming off 70 catches, man. I don't know how the league missed out on this boy. They talking about they gonna see Kermit's gonna be a problem. Kermit's gonna be a problem. I got some people coming in. Reyes has the Dolphins as well. Um, Reyes said the conference makes them look good. Reyes, who you talking about? What conference make who look good? Put your team in there. Who you talking about? And then I got my boy, my man Iran from the job. He jumped in. He said, "What's going on? What's going on, Iran, man? Welcome to First and Goal Sports, man. Appreciate you, boy. Got my boy Major Man here with me,
What's going
my
on?
fantasy football rival and friend. You know, somehow he snuck on here and decided he wanted to jump in on this thing. I don't know how I let him in here, man. Especially during the season. You know, I don't even talk to him like this during the season. I don't even know what's going on. All right, so here comes the hard part. Who do you got? Packers, Bears. Who do you got?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Bears. I'm gonna go Bears.
Okay,
It's an ugly one, like a ugly one. Maybe
okay.
low scoring. Something clutch at the end. Maybe one big defensive play or something. But I think this would be a tough game for both of them starting the season. And I got the Bears squeaking one off. Squeaking.
Okay. All right. So then I would take the Bears as well in a close one. Um, they said Dobbs was back. Romeo Dobbs was back at practice today. So was Watkins. I mean
Right.
Watson. So I think it's gonna be a close game, especially since it's a division rivalry game. You know how that can go. That can go. That can go a lot of different ways. But I'm gonna pick the Bears as well in a close one, like in pretty like a maybe like a 3 point win or something like that. I'm gonna take the Bears too.
Right. Probably an ugly
All right.
game.
Yeah. So we moving on down. We got another. We got a quick one here too. The Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Reds, hold on. Reds said he's gonna keep talking Commanders. Yeah, we got the Commanders too, Reds. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do you have in the I mean we could really talk about, I mean, we got Trevor Lawrence. Is he the real deal? Was he showed flashes? Because he showed flashes in the year, and then Calvin Ridley comes off his suspension. What is he gonna look like? And then
They
Anthony Richardson with the Colts, with
Rob.
JT Sandline.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to make that star-studded tandem like Chase and Burrow or
Right.
Allen and Diggs or whatever, but I feel like for what they need, I do feel like him being an upgrade to their receiver core, I feel like it's going to do what they expected it to do. They didn't pay a way heavy price for him like that, to where as though it's a high demand on what he should do. But yeah, they expect him to be a good number one. I think he'll turn into that. I like
All right.
Trevor. He don't play scary. He get the ball out, and he giving them the opportunities they need. That's why Zay Jones may have looked a little better than what he was. And
Okay.
Christian Kirk is extending now because Lawrence is giving everybody opportunities. He don't hold on to it and just basically mess the game up for him. I like Lawrence. I like the
All right.
Jack game too.
Okay. Okay. Um, I'm with you on that. I just feel sorry for Anthony Richardson. I know he has Pittman over there, and he has a good coach because Stikeman. Stikeman is the one who helped transform Jalen Hurts.
Right.
So he does have a good coach, but at the same time, when you have a quarterback who's not really, I guess, say accurate yet and still learning, the one thing Jalen Hurts did have his first year was that run game, and then he had the run game last year. I just think when you put a young guy out there like that with no run game, the
Yeah.
coach the coach is going to struggle, man. So I'm gonna take the Jags in this one. I'm gonna take the Jags. Red said he got the Bears, and he got the Bears as well. But I'm gonna take the Jaguars over the Colts, man. I'm thinking it's gonna be a decisive win. Actually, I think the Jags are gonna smoke them.
Should
Honestly,
be. Should be. I agree.
I think I think Richardson does his thing. He probably gets a couple TDs because he can run and move around a little bit. But I think at the end of the day, the Jags just have too much as a team for them right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, Before we move on, there's two teams that I really got to disrespect real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me for being mad, but I hate the 49ers. Um, to hell with Brock Purdy, and if he was playing in that game, he would have beat us. I'm sick of Debo Samuels talking his stuff. We're going to see them in December. I'm doing a special show for that one. I'm going to have like four people on for that one because the 49ers have jumped into my damn nerve with this what's that. Listen, y'all. Y'all couldn't beat us even if y'all had Brock Purdy. It don't matter. It don't matter who y'all put at quarterback. We gonna beat y'all every single time, and y'all will be frustrated. And I swear, do not let y'all come to Philadelphia and lose. Cause y'all don't understand. Y'all better fight. Y'all better sneak out of here with a win. Y'all better win by a half a point or something and get them out of here. Cause I'm telling you right now, if y'all lose and then lose badly, this channel gonna be crazy. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Tell you this right now. But it's the 49ers versus the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers just by default because I hate the 49ers. I don't even want to talk about the 49ers. They got a good defense, all right, whatever. Debo, to me, he's a running back, and he can't, whatever. The only boy I got respect for is Ayuk a little bit. Kittle's cool because I watch wrestling and he does that from time to time. But other than that, I hate the 49ers. Everything about him, the gold helmet, everything now. I just hate them, period. That's where I'm at with them.
You know what? I hear everything you're saying, but it is no way in the world I'm picking the Steelers over the 49ers. This game is not going to happen. And I understand where you're coming from. People take you there when they get it beside themselves and start talking. You know what
All
I mean?
right.
But be real about it.
All right. So who you got? You got the Steelers, you got the 49ers?
It's 49ers.
All right. Red said he got the Dolphins. He said the Dolphins conference makes him look good. Okay. Well then I don't know. I don't know about that Reds because now you got the Jets, who we're going to talk about soon, and you got the Bills. So I don't know, man. Maybe outside the conference. I mean, I think the Dolphins are tough, but I don't think the conference make them look good. To me, they won a lot of games against other teams that was outside the conference before Tua got hurt. That's what it looked like to me.
Now that conference got a lot of attention, but
Yes.
it's not making them look good. It's going to look tough for whoever ain't getting wins early, because it's going to
True.
be a breakaway. It's going to be two breakaways in that division.
Okay.
Of course, I feel like the Bills is going to be one of them, but
Okay.
the Jets and the Dolphins. I mean,
Red taking the Colts.
huh?
Red's taking the Colts over the Jaguars.
He had something unauthorized then. He had something prohibited from podcast. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
You know,
Maybe Reds know something. Hey, Reds, listen, in the comments, I know we're about to move on, but please explain why you picked the Colts over the Jags. I need to know this so I can tell the world what you're talking about. Please explain that. But the other team I'm going to jump on here is the damn hated, money disrespected Dallas Cowgirls. Yeah, I said it on my channel. Dallas Cowgirls. I can't stand them either. Every year, you know why I can't stand Dallas? This is why.
why you
It's
can't
not
stand?
because I'm an Eagles fan. Not because I'm an Eagles fan. But how did they become America's team? Nobody asked me. And nobody did. I didn't vote. When did that just happen? When they say that they put a star on their helmet and all of a sudden they're America's team. Well, if they are America's team, they are poor representation because they haven't won nothing in almost 30 years. So what in the world do we got to get behind the Cowboys for? And I'm sick of the national media, the ESPNs and everybody and whoever always talking about the Cowboys. This is their year. No, it's not. It's never going to be their year.
It's never
You
the
know
year.
why it's never going to be their year because they're going to do the same thing they always do. They're going to start off real good. Their defense is legit. Now, I'm a defensive guy, so I'm giving respect to the defense. But I just hate them as a team. Period. Everything about them, the star, the stadium, the owner, and the quarterback. His name is, first of all, his name is Dakota. Let's start here. His name is Dakota. First of all, anytime your quarterback name is Dakota, you're not winning. You're not winning nothing with nobody named Dakota. Prescott. You're not winning. Just get over it. This is why they traded for Trey Lance. Because they trying to get away from Dakota as well. You know what I mean? It's a healthy Cowboys, period. I know they playing the Giants, but whatever.
Dak going to play this season out. They not going to bench him. I
They
think
ain't
they.
gonna bench him. No, Lance ain't ready yet. He's not ready. He's not ready. But they made that trade for a reason.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's the heat. It's the heat under the seat, but
Yes.
not really like like they're really ready to bench him yet. I think this could be his last run if it looks bad, but they come so close, and that's why everybody wants to believe that it's this year again, this year and this year, and they, somewhat like how my Bills are right now. It's like we coming really close. We got everything we think in place, but for some reason or
All
another,
right.
I like the Cowboys as far as like just personnel, but I
Okay.
understand about the hype about the Cowboys. It's
Yes. That's the thing. I hate it. It
necessary.
kills me every year.
Yeah, behind the Cowboys, yes, but to be honest, like they're going to win this week.
Well, they play the Giants. Now, let's talk about the Giants real quick.
Okay,
Danny Dimes. Can he finally get it done? They got Saquon back. They short up. They fixed the offensive line. They took a tackle in the first round. They believe over there that they got enough to get it done. Now, I don't know too much about them because I ain't been following what they've been doing, but just a little bit, just enough to know that it is a division rivalry game
right.
and it's in New York. And just as much as we hate the Cowboys, the Giants hate the Cowboys too.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So,
They got a couple new pieces, but they got a few unproven pieces. New York and
right.
Daniel is not one of them. I feel like he's proven to be exactly what he's probably going to continue to be, just real solid.
Okay.
Somebody doesn't give away the game, but
Okay.
he needs elite parts to actually reach the level that any team would want their franchise quarterback to reach. You
Right.
can't expect them to just make it there on his own. Just like, one hand wash the other. One hand wash the other.
Okay.
Where would Peyton Manning be without Marvin Harrison? Or, one vice versa. It
Okay.
takes both. And if he don't have nothing around him, it's going to be stunning.
All right, we got to give a special Robin Street shout out because young Curtis is in the building. Young Curtis Tears talking about Jake Justin Fields looking like a young Thundercat. Kurt, what's up, boy? Welcome to the show. First and Goal Sports, man. Appreciate you, long time friend. Um, real quick story about me and Kurt. Listen, man, we used to do damage on the football field against these blocks around here. Had
Oh,
all the blocks scared of us, man. They were scared to death. With our boy, RIP, rest in peace, Ken Loon. But we was out there, man. Every Saturday or Sunday, we go to
uh,
Larchwood, Cedar, everywhere. These white boys up on 69th Street. We used to go play them. They was organized. We used to crush everybody. So shout out to my man Kurt jumping on the channel, man. He knows his sports. Welcome to the show, man. Please drop any comments you need, homeboy. You're always welcome here. Of course, you got your boy Ned on here.
you already. Cause let me turn it to let me
Yeah, because it's that time.
right for a
Now,
second.
y'all, this is a special introduction here, but I got to come back for this hat. Just hold on, y'all. I got to come back for this hat. Just wait a minute. First of all, I'm going to go take the Giants over the Cowboys. Man, who you got?
You said it again.
I got the Giants over the Cowboys. Who you got?
I got the Cowboys. I got the
All right,
Cowboys.
see that? See that? You got the Cowboys
You
too.
don't
You
got
see this,
the
y'all?
Cowboys.
He got a Bills hat on and he's taking the Cowboys. This is my fault, y'all. I apologize. I didn't mean to do this, so I apologize. But Reyes comes in and he said he can't stand Miss Purdy. Yeah, I can't stand Miss Purdy either. See, we on the same page, man, Reyes. And then he says, he said he's got the Steelers as well, which I get that. I can take Steelers. He got the Steelers over the Niners. You take the Niners over the Steelers. Now, this is your moment. Bills versus the Jets. This is all you. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna listen to how you want to break this down. Then I want to jump in and get my 2 cents after you break this down. Floor is yours.
To start it off, I want to say that I understand that Aaron Rodgers has been the biggest hype, or one of the biggest hypes this offseason. And the weapons around him, I think they're very prepared to start the season. Maybe one of Aaron's last hurrahs, but sorry to say, you got to start off in Buffalo with Buffalo. Are they home? I don't even know if they home. It won't matter though because it took off the hype or the pressure that I felt like Josh Allen and the Bills was going to come in with this season, and a
Right.
lot more we'll be talking about as far as this division and this conference and us beating the Chiefs and the Bengals, blah blah blah, and a lot of the other hype in the division with Tua, Tua being hurt, Aaron Rodgers, and just things going on. It kind of took the pressure off of us. I feel like we're going to come and relax, do our job tonight on Sunday, and
Okay.
start to utilize the rest of the weapons. Utilize
Okay.
the rest of the weapons and really make Buffalo who they need to be this year because we lacked in the running game, of course. They did
Mm-hmm.
a terrible job in the running game, and when you got a bad running game, a good secondary loves that, and the Jets
Right.
have a good secondary.
False.
We won't argue with that, but it's the thing about those great quarterbacks, those playmaking quarterbacks. Same thing with Mahomes. It don't matter who they got in front of them; they're gonna make something happen. I got Josh and them, proving a point now. It's a good division game where you kind of quiet the noise a little bit, let everybody know you still the kings of the division or the newly kings because we took it from the Patriots. We
All right.
want
Okay.
it for years, but yeah, I think the Bills are still going to run the division. We still going to win more than half of the division games, starting with this one. James Cook is going to have a better season. Not saying that he's going to be one of the top running backs, but it's going to work for us in a way that he knows his job now. He knows what he got to do is make plays, not necessarily run through the tackles. We picked up Damian Harris from the Patriots, so we should be good. Goal line, better off of not having to run a quarterback down the hole.
Okay.
So
Uh,
we'll get this win tonight. The Jets will look good throughout the season. I don't want
okay.
to be biased, but I think it's beneficial that the pressure has been taken off the Bills. And now I feel like it's on the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, and we're gonna take advantage.
All
We're
right.
gonna watch out
Now
for
we got two things.
Dalton Kincaid. Watch out for Dalton Kincaid. Just like you said, Musgrave, Dalton Kincaid. Watch.
All right. So Red took Dallas, but we have a fantasy question here from Kenny Stay Trill. He's asking start full PPR. London, um, the running back was Mozart. What's his name? How you say his name?
Miami Dolphins, Raheem Mostert.
Yeah. Or the running back from Kansas City, Pachinko. He's asking who to start.
So Pachenko, London, or Mostert.
Yeah, I'm thinking London.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
London has a good matchup, man. When you look at the Falcons, they're playing hold on. They're playing the Panthers, man. Like, and I feel like with the BJ Robinson addition, Drake London gonna eat.
You got to understand that the Mostert dilemma though,
He's
with
in a
with
he's in a committee though with this young boy.
but they banged up. They don't have Jeff Wilson. He's going to clearly lead, and they don't run him through the tackles, which means if he's the lead back and the receiving back,
All right,
that
so the rumor came out. The rookie, I took him. The boy, Alan Chino. I think his name Alan Chino. Alan. I think his name rookie. He had a shoulder injury.
Miami, right?
Yes, from Miami. Now the rumor is they like him a lot, and he had a full practice this week, so he may be
Oh
the
yeah,
reason why I would start London probably over the other two. Hey, me personally, Kenny, may see different, but I would say London. Man, who you think?
I like Mostert, man.
Okay, you like most. Okay, all right.
It's a power offense. Atlanta
Gotcha.
is first. They led the league in rushing last year. I'm not trying to say they want to air the ball out more this year because I feel like they do, but I understand his dilemma,
Now
and I
listen.
honestly think depending on what the rest of the roster running backs look like, because you don't want to start off week one starting Raheem Mostert unless it's in the flex. Hopefully,
Right,
it's instead of
right. Same with London as well. I think
it's
so.
so it's like
Now listen though, London's coming off a quiet 80 catches, I think 80 some catches, 1,000 yards, man, as a rookie. No, I'm sorry, almost 1,000 yards as a rookie. Even with that run first defense. I'm just saying, he had like 5 TDs. A
Desmond Ritter
second year, second year guy. Kyle Pitts is healthy. They just added DJ.
play first. I want to watch Ritter play first.
All
I
right.
I don't want to start. If it came, who was the third person? Drake London,
Um,
Mostert.
Pachenko.
Which good other?
I ain't touching no backs for Kansas City. I ain't touching no backs for Kansas
Oh
City.
yeah, I think everybody's stock went up since Kelsey went down, but I still wouldn't. I
Yeah.
wouldn't start. I think honestly, if my 1 and 2 receiver are better than my 1 and 2 running back, I'm going with most.
All right.
If
All
it's
right.
the other way around and I'm desperate at wide receiver and I'm looking for maybe those big plays or whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go London.
Hey, Kenny, listen, to follow up on your question, tell us the lineup real quick, and then we can really get a better idea of what you're trying to do. So if you can, if you're still on, give us your lineup, and then we can go through it and say, okay,
Right.
it's either this or that. So give us your lineup if you're still on, Kenny. Um, Reyes comes in. He says he has the Giants and he has the Jets. Now I'm gonna tell you why I'm picking the Jets. This is why I'm picking the Jets. The reason I'm picking the Jets is because Von Miller's not playing the first 4 games.
Right. Okay.
That's why I'm picking the Jets because I don't think that y'all may not have enough on defense without Von Miller to get that pressure to Aaron Rodgers. I think he's gonna get comfortable. They just got Dalvin Cook, so they're gonna run the ball. And I think it's gonna be a close game because Josh Allen's a dog. I mean, him and Diggs. I mean, but then again, you got Sauce done. So now, can Cooks? You wrote it down. Can Cook step up, the running back? And can Gabe step up? And your boy, your tight end. That's gonna be a big, big deal.
Barbecue chicken and hand it back
Yeah.
to it. Fudge.
All right, I got you. Okay, okay, I got you. I'm gonna go with the Jets
He
because
don't
of
follow.
those reasons. I just think,
He don't follow. He
okay,
stays side, but I think this gonna give him some work. Now him and Gabe Davis might battle.
okay,
But I like Diggs versus anybody, especially young
me
hothead.
too. Yeah, I do too. Red said, "I know you're a Buffalo soldier."
You know
Red
it.
said, "You know you're a Buffalo soldier."
You know that. That's why I got ready. It's
All
been a
right. And the last one, before we get to the last one and wrap the show up, he put on that Buffalo hat, so I had something ready for that.
here we
Y'all
go.
see this? Y'all see this right here? This is the reigning, defending World Heavyweight Championship that trumps it all right now. So I was waiting for him to put on that hat so I could bring out the fantasy champion trophy, you know, and letting y'all know that even though he's the Buffalo fan,
I don't
he
got
got,
one.
he got one too. He got one too from the other one. But I'm just saying, this right here is special because this is the first one in the new league that we in.
Yes, you should be very.
Yes,
I'm very proud.
yes,
The Lou
yes.
our
So
fans and everything.
I'm I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna dust that off and put that right back here next to my other one. And you see my banners and stuff is up. You know, this is what we do here in First and Goal Sports. All we do is win.
A little bit of
All we do
champ.
is win.
Say we know what we doing out here. That's all.
Right. That's all. Last game, we could just chalk it up real quick. Titans versus the Saints. Derek Carr in a new place. Chris Olave, we know he can play. Kamara's out 3 games suspended. Thomas is back, but can he stay healthy? The Titans, they got Hopkins now. That's the only really addition. They still got Tannehill. They still got the Henry train over there. What's your thinking on this game before we wrap up?
Another tough, hard fought game, probably mid 20s, 30, something like that. Because I do think there's going to be some scoring, but maybe a little sloppy at first. Because I like Jamal Williams, but I know that's not the scheme that they actually want to play. You know what I mean? So he's going to do what he can for the moment, but I think they'll change it up once Kamara comes back and stuff like that. So I do kind of got the Saints pulling it out for the weapons, and Titans having a little bit of older weapons or whatever, and it could be a slow start, but another hard fought game that I'm gonna say is pretty close. But the Titans, no, I don't have them. I don't think they'll pull it off this week. I don't think.
Okay. All right. So who you got? Saints Titans.
I got the Saints. I got the
All
Saints.
right. I'm going to take the Titans because I'm down with the Henry train. I think Henry going. I just think he's too much. And I don't know about Derek Carr yet, even though I did draft him. And he did. He was pretty good with the Raiders. I think the Raiders made a huge mistake when they let him go for Garoppolo. I don't understand that move at all.
Yeah.
But I think Chris Olave going to eat this year because Derek Carr. One thing he made sure Devontae Adams got that football. He made sure that nothing else happened, but he made sure that.
I'm assuming that's the first thing he said to Jimmy G is, "I hope you know I'm supposed to get the ball."
Yes, all day,
Yeah, right.
all day. I'm triple covered. Throw it. All right, I don't want to hear nothing else. Well, that's going to do it, y'all. I want to thank Major Man for coming on from HNR game and my friend, my fantasy football rival, defending champion of HNR League. We
Yes,
look
sir.
forward to a long season. This will not be the last time you see him. We're going to be just getting this thing started. I'm happy everybody jumped on with the comments and questions. Until next time, y'all, we appreciate everybody. Everybody be safe. And I'll see you guys next week when we talk about this Eagles win over the Patriots. Because, yeah, it's definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen.
I'm
Until
hoping that.
over that happens. Until then, everybody be safe and have a good night.
Step up, bring it.